Tonight on Team Voodoo Adventures, pro staffer Skylar Robichaux is chasing down does in the Atchafalaya Basin and running into some unexpected surprises. Meanwhile, Jude Mike is helping Zach Dubois test his new prototype for Cajun lures out in Kaplan, and the bass can't get enough. And we're heading back to Washington, Louisiana with our friends at Steamboat Warehouse Restaurant, where we'll see an amazing spread prepared just for you. All that and more tonight on Team Voodoo Adventures. Team Voodoo Adventures is presented by Coburn Supply Company. Coburn's has you covered. Voodoo Performance Exhaust and Sniper 2 Odor Elite, your outdoor odor response. Sponsored by Marshmutt.com, Spiker Brands USA, Bayou Hunting Expeditions, Mike Swamp Tours, Gator Tail, and Crawfish Town USA. Additional support for the show provided by Cruising along the waterways of the Atchafalaya Basin, we find Team Voodoo pro staffer Skylar Robichaux, and he's heading deep into the swamp to find the perfect spot to set up a tree climber stand to do a little public land bow hunting.
The West was one with liquor and gun. That's what my daddy said. The West was one with hookers and guns. That's what my mama said. But there ain't no gold in California anymore. And there ain't no silver in them hills. And the wires have all been strung. The deals have all been done. So put away your gun. See the foul of the western wall.
It's early November, and after traversing the narrow and shallow waterways with his gator tail, he finds a suitable spot to scout.
So put away your gun. To the foul of the western wall.
Let's go hang this stand, baby. We made it to the tree. As you can see, we got the sticks already up. Bought a new lock on. Came to put a deer stand the other day, and after it was strapped up, I noticed that the cables are rotten. So I'm glad I caught it, because if I wouldn't have caught it, it would have broke as soon as I got into it. That's why we wear these bad boys here. But we're prepping it up for the 2016-2017 deer season. So Team Voodoo Adventures, baby. Let's get it.
With the stand set up and tightened down,
Skylar heads back home to prepare for tomorrow's hunt.
Back in the stand this afternoon. November 8, 2016. In the good old Chafalot Basin Swamp. We're gonna sit this afternoon. Very cloudy, overcast. Good wind out the north. So we're gonna sit here this afternoon and see if we can't shoot us a deer. Y'all stick with us. Team Voodoo Adventures. Baby, Team Voodoo Adventures. Sitting here, I didn't hear her walk in at all. I can't believe this. I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up, baby. First deer of the season. November the 6th, 2016. We got it done, baby. We got it done.
Skylar was aware that his arrow most likely made contact with the spine, dropping the deer in its tracks. This is usually due to the deer reacting to the sound of the bow being fired and moving before the arrow hits its intended target. Surprisingly enough for Skylar, this wasn't the end of the battle, and the doe darts off into the woods.
As you can tell, I'm pretty pumped up, but I just had some weird stuff go happening. You saw the deer I shot. She fell, I spined her. I tried shooting another shot to finish her off. I'm shaking so bad I couldn't. I missed. She eventually got up and took off running. She made a circle. Well, the bayou that I come in by boat on, I heard her hit the water. Well, after I heard her hit the water, I heard a boat coming. So I heard her turn the camera off. I got down. I ran to the bayou and I seen the boat and I said, "Did y'all see a deer?" She said, "Yeah, it was just stuck in the mud on the side of the bayou. It had blood coming out of it." I said, "Well, I just shot it with my bow." "Well, jump in the boat, we're gonna help you." I said, "Well, all right, cool." So we went, we looked for her, we couldn't find her. We looked back, she had swam the bayou when they passed. After they passed, she swam the bayou back to this side. And she was on the edge of the bayou. She was still alive. So I went ahead and stuck her with another arrow. And then they came back, dropped me off. And I come back in my stand to get the camera in my bag and whatnot. But I'm pretty pumped. I got a big old doe. It's November 6th, 2016. I finally got my first deer of the year. I've been having a hard year. I missed the 8-point with the bow. I missed the doe with the bow. It's just been very tough. Shot a pig and lost it. It's been very tough, but God's blessed me with a deer, and I couldn't be more happier. Team Voodoo Adventures, babe. Stick with us. We're gonna go get in the boat and go ride get her. That's the gentleman that helped me find the deer. There she lay, my friends. Big old nanny. Team Voodoo Adventure strikes again, babe. We got it done. I'm stupid pumped. Shot was a little high, but she was a tough one. She was a very tough one. We're gonna get her tagged up and get out of here.
Coming up on Team Voodoo Adventures, we're taking a trip out to Kaplan to test out the newest Cajun lures.
I'm not much of a bass fisherman. Zach Braza would be laughing at me right now, but Zach, I'm in the boat, and you're not.
And we'll show you the creamiest way to serve up Louisiana catfish. Stick around.
Coburn's Kitchen and Bath Showroom has you covered on the highest quality plumbing, appliances, and lighting for your home or your home away from home. We feature the best brands on the market like American Standard, LK, KitchenAid, Progress Lighting, and many more. With the best quality service you expect and deserve, Coburn's is proud to provide what you need when you need it. And Team Voodoo knows there's only one place to prepare their favorite meals and clean up after a day in the swamp.
We're using their amazing stuff. We gotta thank them.
Visit us at coburns.com for a location near you.
Sniper 2 Odor Elite. One bottle is like having an entire arsenal in your hunting bag. And it's not just an odor eliminator. It cleans and disinfects by killing up to 99.9% of bacteria in 60 seconds, making it the perfect companion to keep with you on the hunt and at home. Long day hauling in the catch? Snipe that fish smell and bacteria. Keep your cleaning tools even cleaner. Snipe odors all over the house, and it's perfectly safe for the kids and the hunting dogs. Sniper 2, your outdoor odor response.
It's another beautiful day. Life is better at the beach. No, there's gotta be a better way. There is the Spiker. Just spike it. It's portable, it's convenient, it fits easily in your beach bag. The Spiker Lifestyle Holder is available everywhere. Visit us at spikercompany.com. Proudly made in America. Just spike it.
Anytime Team Voodoo finds themselves in the field, they rely on quality gear to get them through the hunt. That's why this team looks no further than marshmud.com as their #1 source for practically all their outdoor accessories. From hunting apparel and equipment, duck decoys, calls and blinds, turkey calls, gun and ammo accessories, all the way to bow fishing gear. And they'll even suit your mud up too. Marshmud.com, proud sponsor of Team Voodoo Adventures and your one-stop shop for all your outdoor gear.
Of the Cajun lure, and today we're testing the baits. There's more to making baits than just knowing what the hot colors are. A lot of times the consumers want a bait that's going to last, so they want to see how many times a fish is actually going to hit the bait. Sometimes they want to see how long the color lasts. If you pitch it in the water a couple times, brush something on it, color's going to fade. So far his baits have not faded. We caught a couple of fish already. You also want to see if the smell stays on the bait. There's quite a few other things. We're gonna get even more in depth as the show goes on. Y'all go ahead and stay tuned.
Homo Survivor everybody. I'm Zach Dubois with Cajun Lures, and today I'm going to introduce y'all to the Cajun croaker. When you get your lure and you take it out of the bag, you'll notice you'll have 3 tabs on here. and this is to hold the legs together when it's packaged up so it doesn't get any kind of mess ups or when you're transporting it or anything, and you get a new fresh bag. So pretty much before you use it, all you need to do is pull off your tabs like so, come saw like that, and then there you go. Now your frog is ready to use.
Oh God, did you get it?
Yep.
That right there.
Now what you'll see on the design of the frog is this little hump piece right here, and what that is, when you run your hook through this frog, through the body of the frog, and you come back up, you can slide your barb into that bump and it'll make it completely weedless. I've also designed the belly of this frog to be more bold and have more roundness rather than just flat like most typical frogs on the market. And this is because when you throw this thing, as soon as it hits the water and you start reeling, it'll get up on plane a lot faster, while most other frogs will stay under the water for a longer time. But this will get on the surface right away. Now what you'll also see, that's probably one of the first big things, is you'll see a lot larger feet and longer legs than on your typical buzzing frogs that you see. And this actually gives it a lot more erratic action in the water. It gives it a great buzzing action on the surface of the water, as well as creates a lot of noise. But also too, you can fish this lure subsurface. You can actually let it go underneath the water a little bit, and you can jerk it underneath the water, and these legs will actually contract and expand and contract and expand just like a real life frog would swim underneath the water.
Bring the dark to the light. For everything you ever wanted is slowly floating out of sight. Lord, and I don't know, will I float or try?
When it comes to testing baits, one, I want to test the action, because the action is basically what's going to get the fish to come after the bait and they'll come after like a reaction strike. And then two would be the color. You know, they test different colors for different situations. You know, dirty water. Oh my God, I just had one right there. And so here's a perfect testing bait. So obviously the fish wants to eat it. Bit my legs off. Test and try again. So I have two prototypes here with the test. So what I'm testing now is I made this in a very soft plastic, and you can see it bit one leg off, and for this one they bit both legs off. So now I got one that's a little harder plastic, so I'm gonna throw this out and we're gonna see how this one holds up. And if it holds up a lot more, then we got a winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, look, you got one.
I saw you down by the river. I watched your soul float away. I felt my eyes growing wider when I saw the mess you made. Lord, and I don't know, will I float or drown?
Went fishing in the test pond.
And I don't know, yeah.
And actually right here, what we got, we're testing a new spinnerbait trailer right here.
Destroyed it.
So that's what Jude's testing out with the spinnerbait. Old little trailer we got going. As you can see, it works pretty good. Got a tasty, nice, delicious bass.
That's a good fish, huh? It's pretty. I'm not much of a bass fisherman. Zach Braza would be laughing at me right now, but Zach, I'm in the boat and you're not. You ready? I'm gonna just drop him right there.
Ball. That'd be tight for one to come up and hit it in that grass, huh?
Well, guys, the sun done went down. We ran out of time. We caught a couple fish and we learned a couple different things. Anything you learned?
Well, I was testing out my new frog prototype. It's a buzzing frog. What I learned was that brown colors didn't get any bites. Softer plastic lasted up a little bit. You see him missing a leg here. Same thing with this one, missing 2 legs. But the harder plastic definitely lasted longer, and we got some bites on that. And the green colors, we got a lot more bites than the brown. So
now it can be done probably 6 or 7 days in a row, because you're always going to have different conditions in the springtime. We're still going to have cool spells. We have windy afternoons, kind of like we did today. We can't always pick and choose what days we come out here. Some people get married, and a couple other people have babies, and you pick an afternoon when your boat can come out here and well, for us to show y'all, that's what happened here. But there's always different conditions, you know, the wind, the weather, that always plays a factor. So you got to come out here multiple times to start getting an average on reactions, and whenever they're doing the testing on their baits. We know what we got to do now. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go home. Guys, y'all stay tuned. More Team Voodoo Adventures coming back.
Still to come on Team Voodoo Adventures, we're heading up north to Washington, Louisiana, to the Steamboat Warehouse Restaurant, where they're cooking up some delicious catfish and jumbo lump crab meat.
Are you looking for a taste of the South Louisiana hunting lifestyle? How about hunting 1,700 acres of prime land for the finest whitetail, waterfowl, hog, and alligator? Right here in the heart of Cajun country, Bayou Hunting Expeditions can exceed your wildest expectations. Whether you're an avid hunter or a beginner, you can enjoy a first-class hunting experience. With our team of expert guides, you'll be given a rich history on the Cajun heritage of survival here in the swamps of Louisiana. It's time to start your next expedition.
After a long day of adventures, Team Voodoo knows the best place to relax and enjoy the bounty of the Atchafalaya. Crawfish Town, USA. Built inside an authentic barn from the early 1900s, Crawfish Town is home to some of Louisiana's most respected and award-winning chefs, serving the best in seafood, crawfish, and Cajun cuisine. Conveniently located off of I-10 at the Henderson-Cecilia exit. Come enjoy the true taste of South Louisiana. Crawfish Town, USA.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're out here in Washington, Louisiana at the Steamboat Restaurant. Let's go meet the chef inside and see what he has for us today. All right guys, welcome back. We're here at the Steamboat once again in Washington with Chef Jason. He's gonna go ahead and cook it up, show us how it goes.
Okay, so right here we have our catfish fillet. This is an 8-ounce blue cat fillet that y'all caught. So what we did this one, we just took our seasoning once again. We just seasoned both sides. You know, you want to season the bottom and the top. But what we did, we scored the top. If you can see that, we took a knife and we just kind of went and made some little diamond cuts. That does a couple of things. It actually helps it to cook evenly, and it also makes a pretty presentation for whenever it comes out.
Wow.
So we're gonna take our fillet, we're gonna put it in this bowl. It's a mixture of cream meal and corn flour. Cream meal is just cornmeal, except it's just the next level, less coarse. So it's a little finer than cornmeal. So take our filet, no batter, no anything, just like that. You want to make sure it's all in there. And then we're gonna go ahead over here, take our filet, we're gonna shake off our little excess, and we're gonna come right here into, this is some vegetable oil, this is 340 degrees. All right, so while we have our catfish cooking right now, we're gonna take a little bit of our it's a cream sauce that we make here. It's actually heavy whipping cream that we reduce. You reduce it to your desired thickness. Some people like their cream sauce is thicker than others. Some people like it a little more runny. I like it a little bit in between. Still the same crab meat that we got. And we're gonna add this to the saucepan.
Oh yeah.
Inside Louisiana, some green onions. And again, like we said earlier with the butter, you don't want to really stir too much. You want to keep the lumps lumpy. You want to really keep them whole. So you're gonna let that simmer on just a low flame just until the crab meat gets hot. Because again, it's already cooked and the sauce is cooked. We're just trying to heat it so that way it's gonna look good and be hot and taste good. All right, so we're gonna check our fish. Should be about done. Go ahead and cook it up. Yeah, nice little golden color. And as you can see, what we were talking about earlier, the scoring of it kind of makes a little presentation for you. So, plate, kind of do this so you can still see some of those little scoring. Make sure you keep some of that jumbo lump on top of the fish, just kind of make it look really pretty. You know, if you don't like that much sauce, don't put in much sauce. Just put the, like you said, green onions, and we're gonna garnish with just a little bit of microgreens, just to make it pretty. And that's it. Simple.
Y'all saw it here, Team Voodoo Adventures, Chef Jason in Washington, Louisiana, at the Steamboat. You can't smell it, I can. I'm getting ready to go munch
and eat.
We'll see y'all right after these messages.
Next week on Team Voodoo Adventures, Zach and Dozer are setting up in the blind with Bayou Hunting Expeditions to bag a few birds. Meanwhile, Jude is on the opposite side of the Bayou Hunting lease, chasing down a mighty buck. All that and more next week on Team Voodoo Adventures.